Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're a new viewer, thanks for watching. I hope you'll find it entertaining. We're going on a kayak expedition today. We're gonna paddle up this little tiny creek and then hopefully portage into a series of beaver dams. That's kind of in the middle of the island that I live on, here in Southeast Alaska. And we're just looking for adventure, hoping to see some wildlife, some beautiful scenery. I brought a fishing pole along because I think there'll be some trout. I hope you guys enjoy. The lower reaches of this creek are actually tidally influenced, so that's why it looks like a pretty big river. It's backed up from the tide, and as we get farther up, we'll get out of that tidal influence and it'll be quite a small stream that flows through some really pretty meadows. In the winter, this slough will often freeze up, and it makes great ice skating conditions. You can go for a long ways back in here into some pretty wild feeling country, and it's kind of like backcountry ice skating. It's pretty neat. It's a lot of fun. We've gotten to the area where the creek is a lot shallower and the stream is all braided through these grassy meadows. It's pretty neat. It's kind of a little bit tough to find the right path to take to stay in the main stem and not end up at a dead end. I've been here in June before and the grass is really tall, and it's actually kind of spooky because there's a lot of bears that come down to these meadows to feed on the grass, and you can't see them until they're like right above you. Liking the video or just feel like being generous, please hit the like button or subscribe. We'll definitely be putting out more videos. Well, I think that was the Portage. I haven't been up here in maybe 5-6 years. And since I've been here last, the beavers seem to have flooded a whole new section of woods and grassland. Because before I was actually having to pack my boat through here. And now it's all just flooded. That was really easy, if that was what I think it was. And now I'm in the main section of beaver ponds. Wow, cool. I'm just loving it in here. It is so much fun. Really neat. Be able to just paddle around in this flooded forest. It's so cool. You gotta love beavers. It's kind of amazing here. I keep finding dead ends and not quite making it to the next beaver dam. But I know there's a way, so I'll just keep exploring the little fingers of these flooded streams until I get there. These beaver dam ecosystems and flooded woods are just incredibly important for the health of our region's flora and fauna. These flooded streams create just perfect rearing habitat for salmon in particular. So the salmon will migrate up streams, lay their eggs and nest in the gravel, and then after they hatch, the little juveniles will find their way into these beaver dam ecosystems where there's just tons of bugs and plankton that there wouldn't be in a swift flowing mountain stream. And when the salmon migrate out to sea, their survival is really dependent on how much access to food and good rearing habitat they had, because that'll allow them to grow bigger and stronger, and they will be less susceptible to disease, and they'll be able to capture more marine food quickly and grow faster so that they get out of the small little bait fish danger zone quickly and become the big strong silver salmon that we all love. Little guy, little cutthroat trout. When you're handling a trout or any fish, you want to make sure your hands are wet before you touch the skin of the fish. Otherwise you can damage the slime coating, which is sort of a protective layer that keeps the skin from getting infected. There are so many fish rising right now. Oops, had a hit. Sun went behind a cloud and I started thinking I should have left my sweater on. Another little cutthroat trout here. Oops, there he jumps off. Popped off, but that's okay. I'm just using a little tiny barbless dry fly, because it's better for them to get off than it is to hurt them if you're not going to keep them. And in this area, a fish I think has to be between like 12 and 22 inches or something like that, and there's just not very many fish that fit in that category, so it's pretty much just catch and release. Fun, but I think I'm gonna go check out some more of this beaver ponds. This is like a real fish. Pretty cool. Well, I reached the summit of the lake, so I'm gonna turn around and head back. It's an incredible day up here. I've seen common mergans, there's northern flickers, several different kinds of woodpeckers, several different species of duck, and the robins are just everywhere, which is really nice because the robins are gone all winter, so it's just such a treat to have them come back. And they're forming pairs. So they're super noisy. Blackbird. I just heard a blackbird, which is really cool because they're not a common species for this area. Ooh, I'm gonna poke into this little cove here. I see some fish rising, and maybe it's a little less windy. Oh, what a day. The richness of this ecosystem is just incredible. There's bugs coming out of the water. The fish are just gorging on them. And the birds are too. It's just really a special place. I mean, I guess I have a lot of special places, but this is really a special place. Some really nice fish here. Wow, that was really cool to see a feeding frenzy like that. These trout are like piranhas today. They're just an incredible hatch of these little bugs. Wow. Going out into nature is just like recharging your batteries. Just can't get enough of it. I could do it every day. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it. It's hard to do this place justice. It's hard to get the right perspectives and really show how much life there is, and let alone a lot of the life going on under the water. You know, you got all these different species of salmon that are rearing in this habitat. You have beavers. They seem to be hiding in their lodges during the day. They probably come out at night, but they've been hard at work. And then there's all the bird life we got to see. From species that are kind of rare in our areas, like a blackbird, to just swarms of robins singing their songs and getting ready for nesting season. Birds we haven't got to see all winter because we've been busy shoveling snow and listening to the rain pound on our roofs while they've been hanging out down in the tropics or in California. So it's really a treat to get to see them again. So I'm going to put the kayak in the water. We have a short little section through this wooded creek, and then the long paddle through the meadows.